keys in hand, Michigan trees turning red and tan. V8 thunder under his feet, Wrangler 392, it's time to eat. Ribbons of asphalt calling his name, grin so wide he's winning the game. Vroom vroom goes the heart of the beast, rolling west where the sun won't see. Some man, a jeep, a simple plan, out on the road is where the healing began. Each mile pass makes them feel whole. They say road trips are good for the soul. California waits, but he's on track. Freedom whispers, you're so back. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Truck Show. We're gonna show you what we know. We're gonna answer what the truck, 'cause truck rhymes with the Truck Show. We have the lifted, we have the lowered, and everything in between. We'll talk about trucks that run on diesel, electricity, and on gasoline. The Truck Show, the Truck Show, the Truck Show. Oh, oh.
It's the Truck Show with your host, Holman.
The Truck Show podcast and Holman's Redemption Run Road Trip is brought to you by some great sponsors like AMSOIL. You can go to AMSOIL.com, get yourself the best synthetics, or if you need a knife to go along with your truck, Kershaw Knives. Kershaw Knives can be found at kershaw.kiusa.com. And of course, OVR Magazine. Go to OVRmag.com and get yourself a digital or print subscription. Use our discount code and get yourself a discount. Please help me to keep the Truck Show podcast free by leaving reviews on Apple and Spotify, and also by supporting our sponsors. All right, here I am winding down day 3. Did about another 700 miles today, and went from Littleton, Colorado, Denver area to just short of Wendover, past Salt Lake City, and gonna get some rest at the rest stop before I start in the morning and head on day 4 to Monterey, which I've got some work to do up there, so it's going to be a stop on the way home. And pretty uneventful today. The Jeep's been just awesome. I'm averaging over 15 miles per gallon. I got coming down the mountains at, whatever it was, 70 miles an hour, and then some up to 75s and some 80s. Did 17.3 average on that tank with a little bit of a headwind, and it's been a little bit windy through west of Salt Lake, but otherwise uneventful, except for one of those times where it was like instant karma, instant justice. So that was kind of fun. I had a guy who, through the mountains, like Vail and down to Good Springs there on I-70, there's a lot of construction, so the speed limit is all over the place. Like, you're 65 at times, sometimes it's 45. I mean, there's just all sorts of speed limit changes that you have to be on top of. Tons of construction through there, and I'm trying to stay within 5 miles of the speed limit, above, and people are just riding my butt, and I'm getting over and all that. But some of the times you're trying to pass a big rig or something, right? But I don't want to do it at 85 miles an hour and draw attention to myself. So, they're maybe 10 miles an hour slower than me. So it's, I'm definitely faster than them. I'm passing them, but not fast enough for some people. And so one of those things happened where, I was kind of at where I was comfortable going through there, 2-lane passing, no problem. But I wasn't going to, slam on the throttle and just rip past the dude. I was just, cruise control, chilling, and this guy is right on my butt, like right on, like a foot off my bumper, like ridiculously so. So I hit the rear lights that I have on this. I got a Baja Design Squadron in the bumper, a white one and an amber one as a dust light, and they're really bright. Kudos to awesome Baja Designs for that. But so anyway, like, get off my butt, right? I left cruise control on, and this guy's just riding me, and he'd been driving like a, total, I don't know, Wally. And anyway, so I get over after I pass it, rips around me, and then slams on his brake and turns on his interior light and starts gesturing to me. And I just looked at him like, whatever, dude, because it was just after sundown. And within 30 seconds, out of nowhere, here comes Colorado State Police in a Charger. And I saw the headlights, the signature LED lights, before I heard the Hemi roar. I'm pretty sure it was a Hemi car. And he ripped and pulled that guy over so fast, and I was like, oh, yeah. So anyway, I don't know if you saw my lights or if you saw the guy that was, on my butt, and I was trying to be, respectful up there. But anyway, dude got pulled over right away, and couldn't have felt happier in the moment. So other than that, lots of road trip food. Yesterday, I had my first Waffle House, and merging back on the freeway after getting gas right now. I'll pull over up ahead for the night. But anyway, had my first Waffle House today. It was great. And hopefully I can get one more before the end of the trip. Lots of Mavericks. Had a Maverick burrito at one point. And Flamin' Hot Funyuns. I know people are asking, like, what do you like to eat on road trips? I'm like, well, I like meat sticks. I like Dr. Pepper. Usually like nuts. Flamin' Hot Funyuns are kind of a, soft spot for me. And Chex Mix, love that. And then usually some sort of like Twizzlers or Nibs or some sort of candy, or peanut M&Ms. Those are always good for long distance trips. Got some pumpkin seeds. Hadn't had those in a while, but they're not as good as the sunflower seeds. It's just that you can eat the whole thing, so you don't have to have a spit cup. So I love my sunflower seeds. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to wrap up around 700 miles for the day today, and get some rest. But man, this thing's awesome, and I keep going back to just how amazing the ride is, especially for having high capacity coils, and just the black top, having the inside of the roof in here painted black just gives it such a more serious feel. I love it, and I think the Jeep itself, hopefully, might even be a little bit better put together than my last Jeep, which was pretty good. But this one feels extra solid, and you hear a little bit more wind noise right now because I got a pretty stiff headwind, but no wind leaks where you have that one spot that's making a bunch of wind noises, and it's cool. I already had a few people say that's a beautiful Jeep, so and everybody seems to love the wheels. It's I wanted to do it, had an idea in my mind, and it worked out. So other than that, just I got to get to a hotel tonight and get last week's podcast up, and hopefully I'll get a series of podcasts, get caught up with you guys since I've been out of town. It's been lots of days of driving, so I just haven't had time to edit a show and get it up, but they're coming, I promise. I got a lot of great content banked, and we'll knock some extra shows out between now and SEMA. So, all right, thanks to AMSOIL and Kershaw and OVR. And by the way, OVR, you're going to see this Jeep a lot coming up in that, some of the things that we're doing to it, and probably tell the story to the reader about, oh yeah, you might remember this Jeep that's not this Jeep, because this is a new Jeep that looks like the old Jeep, and we're going to do some stuff. So other than that, my 67 Designs phone rail's been working great, and the weather's been amazing. I've only had about 5 minutes of rain this entire trip, and I'm at 2,000 miles right now. And other than the wind I have right now going across the Great Basin area in Utah, that's been it for really bad wind. So I've been getting great fuel economy and range. For a 392 to have over 300 miles range regularly, that's pretty good. And I'm going the speed limit. It's not like in the 80s I'm doing 70, I'm doing 80. And one other thing is the AEV kit is so smooth even at 80. There's no vibrations, everything works, it handles well. all that. So right now I'm on a stretch where 80 is allowed, and on my way to Wendover. The only thing I'm bummed about is because I've got to make some tracks on this trip, I haven't been able to stop at some of the cool roadside places. Like, I wanted to stop at the Wendover Army Air Base Museum, where they had the B-24s and B-17 training, and eventually the B-29s for the group that dropped the bombs in World War II. And they have a beautiful museum there, but it'll be closed by the time I get in because it's late and I got to be on the road in the morning, so I'll miss that. So, and Bonneville's right out here too. So there's a bunch of stuff right where I am right now where I would love to spend a day poking around. So I guess I'll have to get back up here because, you know me, I love those interesting places to go and roadside attractions. So, all right, thanks for co-piloting with me and keeping me company for another piece of it. And again, this is day 3 of my redemption run, getting home, and everything's great. So, feel good. Lots of hours in the saddle, comfortable Jeep. Life is good. Talk to you guys soon.
The Truck Show Podcast is a production of Truck Famous LLC. This podcast was created by Sean Holman and Jay Tillis, hosted by Sean Holman, and uses production elements by DJ Omar Khan and Jay Tillis. If you like what you've heard, please open your Apple Podcast or Spotify app and leave us a 5-star review. And if you're a fan, there's no better way to support the show than by sharing it and patronizing our sponsors. Some vehicles may have been harmed during the making of this podcast.